Hello, my name is Catrina Felton-Busch and I'm the Coordinator of Indigenous Studies at the Mount Isa Centre for Rural and Remote Health. I'd like to talk on the topic of birthing on country. The concept of birthing on country for Aboriginal people means having our babies born on our traditional lands, and more recently the term has been used to indicate the desire of Aboriginal communities to have our babies born in our communities. Being born on country connects an Aboriginal person to the land and the community in a deeply cultural way and affords lifelong privileges such as hunting and fishing rights, as well as lifelong responsibilities for looking after country, both land and people. It forms the centre of our identity and gives us our sense and purpose in the world. The recent Maternity Services Review has visited the issue of maternity services for Aboriginal communities and have supported the idea of the concept of birthing on country. However, this is quite a difficult thing for us to have in our communities. Although babies have been born on country for thousands of years, in today's world, birthing on country isn't really an option for me and for other Aboriginal women from remote communities. While our female elders are fighting and arguing for this to happen, the state health policies deny the right on safety grounds, lack of facilities for emergency intervention being the primary reason. And unfortunately, in current times, the health of our mothers and babies is still negatively impacted by the legacies of colonialism, socio-economic disadvantage and geographical remoteness. This was actually reported in the recent Maternity Services Review. And it would be wonderful if birthing on country became a reality in the future. However, given the expense of initiating these services, and with the worldwide health workforce shortages and insurance issues, it is highly unlikely that governments will change the current policy anytime soon. Therefore, energy should be put into developing maternity services that actually meet the needs of the pregnant women and their babies from remote Aboriginal communities. If I reflect on my own experience as an Aboriginal woman from a remote community who had to travel to a regional centre to have my child at 36 weeks gestation, the reasons for me choosing to come out were really based on issues of the fact that it was my first pregnancy, my maternal age, I was 34 at the time, and the lack of emergency backup in the community. But for other women, these reasons might be the same, but it might also be because regional centres offer more opportunities to buy infant needs and to visit family that lives in the area. On the other hand, there are other women who choose not to come to the community, so rather come out to regional centres and rather go and hide in the bush or move out of town, so they're not coerced into leaving to come down to Mount Isa to have their babies. These women put themselves at risk because they don't front up for antenatal care, and those babies, although those babies who are born on country are actually held in high regard as having been born on country. So when it comes to maternity services for our women in remote communities, there needs to really be more consultation. Aboriginal people are often represented as one homogenous group that all think the same, and often policy documents reflect this. So, Aboriginal communities are like mainstream communities. We have a diversity of people with a variety of opinions, and therefore the development of maternity services for women must be informed by these different opinions. As Australian citizens, Aboriginal women in remote communities are still entitled to safe and accessible maternity services that meet their need. This discussion is explored further in the latest edition of Contemporary Nurse, and thank you for listening.